We still need to find any sign of Vanguard Moara. Bye-bye. Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest.
junk you're hauling is seriously slowing you down.
Contact!
What we're carrying.
Old star yards and
I'd be happy to carry a few things. Goodbye.
Vanguard Moira? Sorry if I had to reclaim some UC property, but this whole star yard is overrun. I've patched up my ship, and I'm heading to Neptune. Going to put in another request to get the fleet out here to deal with these spacers. But until then, if any of you thugs are listening, I'm the damn ghost stealing your stuff in the night. Clear out while you have the chance.
Much better odds destroying one of their ships than fighting them all months here. Huge difference between being prepared and carrying too much.
Hello, Captain.
Looks like it's Neptune next. If you have any gear... Time to go?
I'm sure they're sad to see you go.
Well, you didn't put us into a planet, so we must be in the right place.
While we're here, let's swing by Centaurian so I can pick up some ammo.
must be cool. I never get to go to space. You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Huh. Your file here just says Scout.
Need some work done?
I think you need to get rid of some of that gear.
Do
Sorry,
you think
I was
a
lost in thought.
documentary about your life will be made into a movie? And think we'll play me.
Anything I can help you with?
Good day,
Must be
Captain.
great to be able to see yourself whenever you want. I bet your whole house is full of mirrors.
Okay, that's it. Time to sell some of your junk.
I love coffee. It's my second favorite thing in the galaxy, next to reading about you.
It's nice to see you. I'm glad to see you looking well.
you enter the city, please. Okay.
Hopefully, our vanguard will be at Neptune.
Evening, sir.
Oh, I was hoping we might run into one another again. Your timing is most fortuitous. I'm on the verge of something, but I don't quite have all the information I need. We're in uncharted territory here. It's inevitable. Of course, now that I understand more about what's going on, it seems plain as day. And yet I never would have imagined it before. The tertiary trunks have also liquefied their interiors, but they're not vibrating. I thought perhaps it was some sort of defect, but it's much simpler. They're listening. That's a very reductive and borderline insulting way of looking at things. I believe this tree is sending vibrations out over massive distances and expecting to detect sympathetic vibrations in return. As of yet, there's been no response. I suspect that will not change, that a response is impossible, and that's very, very bad news. No, I'm sorry, but I believe that reaction is premature. There's still one thing I'd like to try. Now, as of yet, there has been no response, and clearly none of the nearby individuals are a correct match. While it can't be ruled out that the intended recipient of these messages was cut down during the city's expansion, there is one other possibility. Over 100 years ago, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective emerged from the Narian War. As a gesture of peace and goodwill, a near-literal olive branch, one of the trees from New Atlantis, was offered to the leaders of Aquila City. No, nor in the short run, as it turned out. Of course, you can't just uproot a native species and plunk it down on some other planet in a totally different environment and expect it to grow. Clearly, no exobotanists were consulted ahead of time. The end result was wholly predictable. The tree died within a few short years. Clever, but no, not necessarily. The tree died, yes, but branches were kept. At least one still exists in the museum there in the city. If I had that branch, I could get DNA samples, and then using various data I've gathered, I could attempt to simulate a response. We could then broadcast that response and hopefully calm down our friend here. But as I say, I need that branch. I'm afraid I can't be two places at once, and I have too much going on here. The museum in Aquila City is under the supervision of one Miss Kassler, I'm told. I don't know anything about her, but hopefully she'll be willing to listen to reason and assist our cause. All right, off you go. We don't have any time to waste.
press release states he is quitting due to family reasons.
I want another day, another credit. I can't complain. My boss told me yesterday that I'm one of the best janitors she's ever hired. Feels great to be appreciated. Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm just a little tired. Like I said before, I love my job, but it can be a lot of hard, tiring work. My last Terracino's worn off, I guess. Really? That's so sweet. I really appreciate it. See you around. One day. Take care of yourself.
Hey, no funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough flight traffic as it is.
There are always about a million things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry, I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once, and Carl isn't here, so I'm just trying to look inconspicuous. Coworker of mine on this assignment with me, clearly not taking it seriously. Not really surprising. Most folks are fine with ignoring what goes on down here. We're trying to isolate a power drain, which looks like it's the result of a large amount of power being rerouted through various subsystems. But it's kind of a two-person job. Someone needs to find the junction boxes associated with those subsystems and power them down. The other person needs to monitor the system remotely. It's pretty simple, really, and relatively safe. Only a small chance of electrocution. Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need isn't very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
Not in the mood to chat.
Mounted on the wall. When you find it, open it up and flip the big switch. That's it. Great job. So that tripped the secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's, and maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry.
How you liking that laser gun?
Even in the well, the trade authority continues to flourish. Oh, makes you sick, doesn't it?
pilot exam's coming up. I've been studying so hard. I haven't seen the sunset in days. My last night was your last week. You want food? Go to Kay's. You want an attitude? Try Jake's. You want to feel empty inside? Get your bags and move in. Seriously though, this place is half doom and all gloom, which is precisely why I'm leaving. Only because they're all a bunch of quitters whose only goal is to make it to the weekend. I got plans. I got ambition. All I need is a shot. I'm working on it. Taking the UC Vanguard exams. Saving up for my own ship. You know how it works. It's just taking a little longer than I expected. Damn, hotshot. What are you doing down here, then? This is the last place I'd be. Later.
junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so may be a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. Right under that apartment they've been trying to sell. Good luck with that, right?
Buying? You better be buying. I don't do small talk. First of all, I didn't ask what you thought of it. Second, don't blow smoke up my ass. We both know it ain't nice. Down here? Like that's somehow different from other bars? Worse, maybe? That's what you're implying? What are you? A structural engineer? Some mass egghead? I know full well what down here implies. Well, bye.
You should be near the next junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay, just find that and, maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Looks like it's Neptune next. Bye for now.
Welcome to the Trade Authority. If you're here on legitimate business, I would be more than happy to help you. If, however, you are here under false pretense, say, sent by one Miss Tsang of UC Distribution, then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate here to report to her. And I'd ask that you pass along my request to stop these silly games. So, what'll it be? No one she's sent so far has had any hint of a sense of humor. So either she's getting craftier, or you're not working for her. Please, let me know if I can assist you further. I thought the name made it rather obvious. We are the authority on trade in the settled systems. Whether it's bulk cargo, specialty items, or individual requests, we make sure things get where they need to go. We have shipping lanes across the settled systems and deal with nearly every major corporation and faction there is. We've been in New Atlantis for a very long time, before most things topside were built. With lots of infrastructure already in place, ample storage, and discreet access to the spaceport, it makes sense to stay. It's had the unintentional, but not unwelcome, side effect of weeding out people who can be timid about doing business. That depends. If you have a ship and are willing to haul cargo, then we've got some work. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be more specific. We frequently post cargo running jobs up on the mission boards around town. Check them out. I've heard our jobs pay well, and on the off chance that's not what you're looking for, well, I can't really help you then. Many different parties use the mission board to post jobs for freelancers and the like. For example, the Trade Authority uses them to post cargo hauling jobs. You'll usually find mission boards in bars, typically ones nearest spaceport. You might be able to find them elsewhere, but that's your best bet.
Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of field attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down. Wow, you got it. Really well done. You saved me like a week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station?
Better think
Near where
about
we
what
met.
you're taking.
Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself. Hey, come on. It wasn't a waste. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain, but if not, then this is where we part ways. So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe is intimidating. I have to go in there, but I really, really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure this doesn't go badly? Thanks. That means a lot. I can do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well, anything. There's someone else.
Watch it.
Hello there.
Don't want any trouble.
Take a hike.
Visit from Mast. How delightful. You'll have to remind me of your name, dear. I'm afraid I can't keep track of all your little worker drones.
I'm Luisa Reyes. Well, you know. Because I've been in here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And what was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power drain is coming from your building, Zoe. You and I both know it, and now I can prove it.
I'm sorry, what?
We traced the drain, checked the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back.
I've got to see this through. Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or call in mercenaries or what.
Don't worry. Whatever happens, we're prepared to handle the situation.
I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay? That's dramatic, but reassuring, I guess.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I'd do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake. I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so... I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box?
Always wondered what the inside of the lodge looks like.
I've got limited resources, but I try not to turn anyone away just because they're light on credits. Funny story about that. You know, when people first arrived on Jemison, they dismantled the colony ship and used the parts to establish a place to live. Over time, they built out, and up, and up, and after long enough, they started to forget about the people and the things still down here. The walls and the ceiling have changed, but this place still uses equipment from that old ship. And it's here because not everyone in New Atlantis can afford Reliant Medical. Don't have much of a choice. Can't afford to pay staff, and while I've got a few volunteers from the community, I can only ask so much of them. We've scraped by for a good long while now, and we'll continue to do so. Don't you worry. Well, that's what I'm here for. Let's see what we're dealing with. Good lord. How'd you even make it in here? Right then. Consider it never minded.
provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
And Zoe's here too, if you hadn't guessed. We've agreed to work together on this. Once you throw the switch, we can direct you to the next junction box. That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here. Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics.
You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level. I appreciate that you've listened to reason. The junction box should be just nearby. We'll have this solved in short order.
Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
Next up, explore jetpack.
Thank you for trusting that a lifelong employee of MAST knows what she's talking about.
Oh, please.
I'm sure you can handle whatever challenge might be associated with reaching the box. You're doing great. And that was indeed the correct junction box. See that, Zoe?
Yes, fine. Let's move on.
Okay, just making sure you saw it. So, now things get interesting. I can't find the next spot on any of my current diagrams.
And I can begrudgingly confirm that she's reading them correctly. We've reached the conclusion that it must be somewhere on the surface, outside the well. Miss Reyes has suggested that this means it's somehow no longer her responsibility. I frankly don't care. I want to find this person.
And here's where I begrudgingly agree with Zoe. It's not technically my problem at this point, but I want to see where this trail leads. If you head topside, I'll pull the diagrams we'll need and contact you.
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation. Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that MAST gets what it needs, but I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.
Hope you're not agoraphobic.
Nice day for a picnic.
I love it here.
Come on in. Take a look around. Thanks for stopping by. What brings you in? You kidding me? Nowhere else like it in the settled systems. First time I came here as a kid, I knew I was gonna come back and make my mark on this city. Nowhere I'd rather be. And now that I've got this place up and running, it's all coming together. Nice and steady, just the way I like it. I've got a good location, plenty of foot traffic, and a ton of people who are in a hurry and need to make a quick stop for the essentials. If things keep going this way, I'm going to start opening franchises all over the settled systems. I've got all your basics right here. Be seeing you.
Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections.
Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a report about power problems on one of the upper floors. I bet it's related. See if you can get up there.
That last click is so satisfying, isn't it? Hopefully, our vanguard will be at Neptune. Maybe another time.
Nothing good comes
Wouldn't
from
want to live anywhere
Oi,
else.
förlåt.
How are you?
No time to chat.
I'm busy at the
Pardon
moment.
me?
Oh, hey.
Will?
What's up?
Oh, Don's Roost has the best food in the settled systems.
circumstances. Although Hurt's official press release states he is quitting due to family reasons. SSNN reached out to Hurst for comment, but his publicist declined.
Just tell me how many zeros I need to add to the offer.
I'm sorry, sir, but we can't sell to you. Looking to buy? Zora should be able to help you.
I understand. Wonder how much this citizenship is gonna run me.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. A doctor?
Got a call, someone's power kept going out. You know what it was? A heat leech as long as my leg.
I will make it worth your while to take a look at what you found.
You know you can't give Zoe anything, don't you?
Do you have something for me?
To think? About what, exactly? If you have something, you should pass it along so that I can make sure it's taken care of. Don't worry, I'll make sure Mast gets whatever information they require.
So you tracked it down. You've got something to show for it? Are you kidding me? After everything, you're just going to hand it over to her? So you tracked it down. A minute for what exactly? If you got something, I really need it. I have to show my boss that I haven't been wasting time.
You're going to hand over what you've discovered, yes? Do you have some? I'm glad you made the right decision. I'll look this over and make sure that Mast gets just as much as they need, not a bit more. The Trade Authority will not forget what you've done for us.
Oh my. Someone was attempting to hack Galvin? And at a glance, it appears they may have had some success. This will make for some entertaining late-night reading. Well, Miss Reyes, it's been such a pleasure having you here. I'll be sure and pass along my compliments to your superiors.
I hope whatever that is, it's worthless to you. And you know, I'm still not sure you weren't behind this all along, whatever this is.
I'm sorry to hear you say that. I was trying to be sincere. Well, in any event, thank you for a wonderful diversion from my usual work.
I have 3 projects that are backburnered right now because no one has time to help me. 3! I totally understand that Mast has a tremendous amount to keep track of. I just wish it wasn't always my work that falls through the cracks.
Looks like it's Neptune next. Okay.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
What's with the staring? You need something?
What do you want? I'm very busy, as you can tell. Yeah, well, newsflash, buddy. I don't like anything about you either. In fact, I dislike you with such conviction that I'm inclined to fight you right now. What do you say we go 10 rounds? Right here, right now. Yeah, well, luckily for you, I actually hurt my hand when I was punching some other assholes' lights out. Doc says it'll take a few weeks or months to heal. Yeah, we'll take a rain check. But once my hand heals, you're done for. What do you want to know? You with security? You do have a bit of a rebellious air about you. But maybe that's exactly what you want me to think. Besides, I'm not gonna reveal my operation to some nobody who just waltzed up to me. Not yet, anyway. Are you kidding? Take a look around. You're in the most boring place in the galaxy. Only good thing down here is Kay's house. Best cooking in the settled systems. And let me tell you, I know my food. But I can't even go there anymore because Kay banned me for bad behavior. Me! Can you believe that? What a load of crap! Oh, God, finally! I was getting bored.
Always nice to see a fresh face around here.
Everyone's welcome,
You
so
stop
long as you
in
keep your hands to
whenever you'd
yourself.
like.
Understand? No causing trouble in here. Mom, that's Kay, gets all the credit. Started making sure people felt welcome back when I was just a kid. She had one rule: no causing trouble. Everyone abided by it, put their differences aside when they came through the door. After a few years of feeding so many mouths, we needed extra credits to stay afloat. Didn't mean for this to turn into a business, but here we are. If folks are willing to pay a little to have someplace to feel safe and get a decent meal, well then we'll sure take it.
Do you know why this place has stood for so long? Stay as long as you like. And don't be a stranger.
Be a part of this.
Security, surrender immediately!
gotta look out for one another.
Always good to see another batch.
One day, I'm runs back today.
Thanks for choosing. Hi there. Welcome to Terra Brew. Certainly. Please take your time.
If I mark my words, someday I'll be running the Office of Interstellar Affairs.
The Freestar Collective has noped down with the FC! All right.
Bobby mentioned he met you. He's had quite the adventure.
Finally back with our son. That's all that matters.
Hello. Hello again. Should you really be spending this much time talking to a kid? Hi. I'm never leaving this city. Hi.
I missed our Bob. He's quite something. I missed our Bobby so much.
They were gonna give our son to a different family.
All of our services are... How can I help you enhance yourself today? Oh, yes, of course, sure. Enhance is proprietary register. There is a reason we've been the #1 most Enhance will be here anytime you'd like a different look.
It's fun for them to get that experience.
It'll be good for them. I know it was for me. Did you travel a lot as a kid?
Can we run through it one more time?
You can over-rehearse. It's uncanny.
Well, listen, I have a lot on my plate right now, and you don't look like a new hire stumbling through their first day. Who exactly are you?
That's the spirit.
What? Oh, you. You really look like you know how to use that thing. I have an eye for talent, and I have a feeling about you. Oh, this is perfect. Kismet, really. I have a business proposition for you that could help us both out. Very lucrative. You're a law and order type? Well, this is perfect. This job is literally serving justice. Gal Bank is the aggrieved party, and if you help me, you help all of us. So you see right through me. You've got a good eye. You are just the person I'm looking for. Well, confession time. I might just be a little desperate. See, the world of credit analysis, dealing with deadbeats and reprobates is, it's a tough field. And what I need is a ringer, someone that can collect some of our top delinquent offenders. What I need is you. You work with me, and the fee you get will be huge. Well, I can tell you're eager. That's good. But we'll start small and work our way up to the worst offenders. If you haven't noticed, and I'm guessing you have, the settled systems is big. Like really big. Someone gets seriously underwater, they skip the system. And it's a real pain to track them down. Sad truth is, we can't track everyone down, so credit analysis always has a black eye when reporting to the higher-ups. Yes! So, we got a Galaxy-class con man took out a loan to franchise a restaurant. Turns out, surprise, it was a scam, and Dieter Maliki jumps system. Now, he's holed up in a literal shack in the middle of nowhere. Can you believe it? The job is simple. Get Dieter to pay. And we don't want him dead, we don't want him hurt. Just close his account like an honest citizen. Well, you may need to lean on him, scare him. Nothing illegal, just talk to him. And don't listen to any sob stories he tells you. Any job I give you, I guarantee there's not some poor sick aunt that needs credits for surgery. These are scofflaws, scum, flagrantly violating the terms of their Gal Bank agreements. If he dies, then his assets go to probate, and we can get paid. So if he forces you into an it's you or him situation, it's A-okay for Gal Bank's bottom line if you choose him. But I cannot stress this enough. This is not the ideal outcome. We wanted him liquidated, we'd have put a tracker on him. Well, I mean, yes, we're not the only ones looking for him. And you don't dome up on a dust ball unless you're serious about dodging your civic responsibilities. I'll send over all the details. You find Dieter and bring his account current.
Decided to take a break from exploring to collect some debts? Not exactly Constellation-worthy pastime, but I'll follow your lead.
I hate to end on this note, but, not everyone's a straight arrow. If you cut a deal with Dieter, honestly, I have no way of knowing. But don't expect any more jobs from me. Best of luck. I believe in you.
This one meeting could change.
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship.
Pitch my presentation at the meeting tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm super nervous, but fingers crossed. I hope it turns out well.
Seems like a small decision, but they all add up over time, and it's paralyzing if you really stop and
I
think.
keep telling them I am a
Buddy, it's
manager.
coffee.
I
Pick
should
one,
be
get out of the
managing.
way, and let us get on with our lives.
Sure. Do you think you managed to make a premium cappuccino, a double dairy, and no whip?
I don't appreciate your tone. And no, I will not make whatever it is you just said. Because this place is a disorganized mess. What you asked me to do is literally impossible.
Oh, I understand impossible. Fine. You want to organize? There's a mop in the back. See if you can't organize a little floor cleaning operation. If you'd like a cup of coffee,
Outrageous.
please speak to one of our cashiers.
Could you please bother someone else? What? No, just, go away. Not now. Can't you see how busy I am? Do I look like a barista to you? What? No, just, go away. Could you please bother someone else?
Hello, and welcome to Terra Brew. How may I serve you? Corporate policy requires me to state that everything...
Hi there. Hello.
Ay, for luck.
Nothing wrong with a simple bet. Well, as long as you win. Here one moment, gone the next. I tell you, you must cherish everything and everyone while they're here. You never know when you may lose them. Thank you. I appreciate that. You see, I lost something invaluable. Lost it in a bet, if you must know. It was one of my most prized items in my collection. It was a gem, priceless, no doubt, and its beauty was blinding. Life seems a little less bright without it. That scoundrel George St. George has it in his possession now. And knowing that fills me with such envy and anger. Well, yes. A part of me died when I lost it. That is something I simply cannot do. I must have it back in my possession at once. St. George, like myself, is a collector of trinkets and relics from Earth. I have in my possession a plate that I'm sure he won't be able to live without. Please, would you be my hero and go exchange the plate for the jewel? I'm sure it will work. Oh, God, no. I could never face him myself. I'd be sick just at the sight of him. St. George would never give the gem back if I went myself. He would gain a smug satisfaction from declining the offer. Fantastic! Here's the plate. Come back to me when you have the gem, and please don't drop it. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Guillaume, by the way. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I can assure you with near certainty he won't decline. As much as I hate to say it, St. George and I are cut from the same cloth. We both adore relics from Earth, no matter how large or monetarily valuable they are. They are a piece of human history, and that means a lot to us both. It pains me to part with the plate, but I happen to have a few others in my collection. If it means sacrificing one to get the gem back, I will. Until next time.
Can I help you with something, my friend? A plate? Oh my. As in a plate from Earth? Absolutely. Without question. Here, take the gem. That Guillaume, if he wanted his gem back so badly, he could have simply asked. The gem is worthless, less than a paperweight. But actually, Earth paperweights are quite valuable. Bah, I'm sure Guillaume makes it seem that way. In reality, it couldn't be further from the truth. Guillaume and I have known each other for years, since we were both young men. He is the closest thing I have to a brother. And, much like brothers, we quarrel. But that doesn't mean we don't like each other. I will say, however, Guillaume can be a tad overdramatic, as well as a sore loser. Don't tell him I said that.
It's amazing what passes as art nowadays. If you're in the market for artwork, I'm sure I can find something to suit your needs.
How's business?
Goodbye.
Sarah, hi. Oh, you know, not as good as it should be, but I'm hoping that picks up soon. Hi there! Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around. I can take care of transactions, and if you've got questions, just ask. Thanks. It's hard work, but it all pays off in the end. And I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business partner, he does so much of the work behind the scenes. If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be now. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for coming in. Curtis!
Hopefully, our vanguard will be at Neptune.
We've
Talk
been
to you later.
partners for 10 years. Do you need a visit to Reliant Medical?
Hilarious. Truly, you missed your calling as a comic. I remembered his name. It's Curtis.
I have no idea what we are talking about right now.
The hauler from Sidonia, the one that got his ship blown up by the Crimson Fleet? We were talking about it, but I can't remember.
Excuse me. Treasure everything when you have it. You never know when you may lose it. My colleague has an amazing relic in his possession. A spoon recovered from Earth. Wonderful. I knew George would make the exchange. He could never resist foodware from Earth. You've done me a great service today, friend. I'll be sure to never take this gem for granted ever again. Thank you for bringing it back to me.
Ta-ta!
Oh, hey, what's up?
Crime has slowed down since you started helping out. Not right now, but John Tuala over at Must might. I hear they're looking for new recruits to join the Vanguard. I check with him. Let me know if you have any questions.
You know, I went to chef school.
It was a pleasant change of scenery.
Great. Fantastic. A moment in time. I'm thinking all three.
This is a beautiful place, don't you think?
Stuff looks good. All systems Retros firing. Orbit stabilized. Nice jump. We're right on target. Wait, you see that? There's a ship just drifting out there. No time to take in the sights. That could be our vanguard. Something's wrong. The ship's weapons are powering up. Get ready. If you stop shooting at us, we'd be more than happy to respond.
It's not me. Mercs hijacked my ship. White-lined a couple of them, but they've locked me down. Really could use an assist.
We blow that ship out of the stars, he's dead and our artifact's gone. We're going to have to board. Target the engines. Once they stall out, we'll have our chance. Grav drive out of commission.
You've broken their shields, and likely their spirit.
That's it. Start the docking routine. Come on. Let's go rescue that vanguard. All right. Let's cycle that airlock and get aboard. it's absolutely freezing here. I do not recommend extended exposure without incense.
Am I glad to meet whoever you two are? Looks like we're all in one piece. Any day you walk away from, right? Ecliptic mercs. They'll work for anyone. And vanguards don't exactly make friends with local pirates, thieves, and scavengers. Think enough of them finally got fed up and they pooled their money to hire professionals. I hear that. If the universe was a nice place, all soldiers could retire, and no home would be missing a seat at the table. Who are you two, anyway?
Constellation.
Seriously? Guess that's where the respect for space comment was coming from. Man, I've only heard stories.
We've heard stories too, about a strange object you found on patrol.
So, you know what that thing is? I tried to hawk it in Sidonia, and the guy thought I was peddling phony titanium.
It doesn't play nice with scanners. It'd be worthless to someone trying to flip rare minerals quickly.
So you're saying I shouldn't be using it as a hood ornament? Hey, sorry. I just didn't know what it was. But I guess that's what you all are for, right? Here, happy to trade a novelty for a rescue any day.
Let's grab the artifact.
Thanks again for the rescue. Don't know what I would have done if you hadn't jumped in.
Good work. Let's get back to the lodge. Find anything useful?
All green on release. We're free to fly.
Switching over to standard engines.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis.
While we're here, it wouldn't hurt if we checked in at the lodge.
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space.
One day, I'm gonna leave New Atlantis for good. Nice. I have to keep my energy up so New Atlantis can stay clean and tidy. Here, take this. I found it while I was cleaning. I figured you might find a use for it. Thanks again. I really appreciate it. I can't complain. My boss told me. Take care of yourself.
They'll have our table ready soon.
Did we have to come early? You know they'll be late.
It's a matter of...
Welcome to Whetstone. If you're looking for the best cut of meat in the settled systems, look no further.
You must be joking. I have an exclusive contract with the Trade Authority. It's all shipped in from off-world. And no, I'm not divulging the planet of origin. The general term? A sharpening stone, for knives. The kind of knives that cut the most delicious meat in the settled systems. This whetstone, though, is the best restaurant you've ever eaten at. If you like a perfect steak, you're in the right place. I'm sure we'll see you again.
How can I help you? You look great. But you found it. Oh my God, thank you so much. I don't know what to say. You have helped a humble businessman. You saved me and my business. I'm so grateful for that. Thank you so much. I hope this hasn't tainted your perception of my wonderful facility. If you need any work done, I'll always be here. Okay, what can we do for you today? Enhance will be here anytime you'd like a different look.